that the men of the men's room went on and were like, so we're thinking this many pounds of grain. We're thinking at this point we're going to add in some hops and we're going to do a whirlpool and flame out. And then I really doubt that. What I can imagine is, hey, we want to make it an IPA. Okay, we'll make it. They're also not like IPA drinkers necessarily. So they are realizing IPA is the flavor and the style that's going to maybe sell, maybe get even more donations. But they're going to go in and say, here's what we want in an IPA. I can tell you, number one, that probably the alcohol level is a thing that they were probably on, is saying, hey,
dial back.
Let's rein it in a little bit and not have a 7-point-something IPA. But, like, bringing it down to a 5.8, solid.
Yeah.
Like, even just from opening it, you can smell a little more, like, fruitiness, like getting like that. This is not going to be, from what I can tell from just the aroma, this is not your, like, piney West Coast IPA. You're thinking otherwise?
From this pour,
you may be able to justify this. I haven't tasted it. The smell, you could call this probably West Coast. Well, and it's from Black Raven.
Well, yeah, right. But doesn't mean every IPA they're going to make is full on West Coast.
No. So my guess would be Black Raven came up with a flight.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a piney though. It's like more like a dank, which also kind of fits the men's room.
They probably came up with like a flight. Hey, you're looking at beers. Do a tasting.
Yeah.
Which one do you like? We'll lean in with that one. But yes, they're not crap brewers doing it.
No. Feel free to correct us, men room, if we're talking out of our ass here.
If the Ted Smith
No.
came up with the recipe in his apartment.
He should have been saying it.
Right?
Ted Smith came up with this recipe in a cave with a box of scraps. It's an Iron Man reference. Not a Dune reference.
I might have actually known that one, but not until you said it.
I love the way it pours. Like, it looks like...
Yeah.
If it just said beer on the can and you poured this, like, this looks like...
There was a bar that I used to go to that had a tap that just said beer. And I still, to this day, have no...
I don't know what it was.
I don't know if it might have been Oli, but it was just like the tap handle was just beer.
Yeah.
It's still not as good as... Okay, so...
The tap handle wasn't wrong.
Yeah. There has been Mens Room Original Red, Mens Room Black, which was a Imperial Red Ale, Mens Room Gold, Mens Room Original Single Hop Golden Ale, Original Ale Single Hop Comet, a Pumpkin Ale.
Oh, they got in the pumpkin game?
Mens Room Original Ale, and then, and then obviously this one. So I've had the black, I've had the gold, I've had the red, but I did not check in the black, but I know I've had it.
Yeah, this could get away with the West Coast.
I disagree. It's too fruity.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there was a little more pine in it. But
even the finish.
But for an
as a more everyday drinking IPA,
as an everyday get home from work, 5 o'clock, crack a can, down the whole of Bichola, love it.
It's right. I think you get enough of the other stuff, but yeah, it's not overly piney. It's not like earthy.
I'm not overwhelmed by it. Like
Right.
I got after it just to see.
Oh,
like a multiplicative. Well, a lot of syllables.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot happening there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad about it.
It's so close to
relate it to a fridge.
We'll see. We got all the time. Let it breathe. This is so close to a golden ale for me, without some of the resin and dankness.
I mean, I guess
I get more. It's like what you're saying. It's like an everyday IPA, but I'm getting more everyday drinkability out of it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Of like, and not that you can't.
This is
can't drink like a Northwest IPA that way, but like this has more viability for the every person.
Well, 5.8.
Well, yeah,
that
and the
too.
flavor-wise, too, though.
That's what I'm saying. The conjunction of that is
Mm-hmm.
we just had beers a lot higher ABV that went down a lot smoother.
True.
Beers in air quotes.
Grassy. That's a descriptor they put on here, but like it's not one that I think of. But that's it. It's almost
what
like
it is. That's what it is.
and it's we called it like almost a dankness, but it is like that. It's a grassy like
That earthy,
but
grass.
different. Yeah, the grass is like the specific. So
I like it.
I think it's a good one. I think it's pretty solid. It'll be interesting to see as more people as it comes around. The red ale was very popular, sold well.
Yes.
Not well liked by actual like
Beer drinkers.
correct.
Yep.
Like people I know who like in distribution or just are beer nerds like weren't big fans of it. I mean,
That was it was an odd, like,
the style of
not to, like, I love what they do, but that was a weird style to have for
I didn't
kind of the tempo of the show, like Ziggy Zaggy, like I always thought, why didn't they ever do a Pilsner?
Yeah, I think
or something that you're crushing.
That's what the gold was supposed to be, I think. But the amber is, I think, the idea of it being like that blend of being the lighter beer. Like an amber is to me like a gateway to craft beer, where you're very light in some flavor. You're adding a little maltiness. You're not overdoing it with the hops, and you're getting that little bit different that can kind of ease somebody in. And it's also like it's not just a crusher. Like it's not just a American light lager doing that sort of thing. So
yes, and not to disparage the original red. This is far superior.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I checked it in one time in 2015 and never again. I'm sure I've had it other times, but like.
But this is one that I see. I know I saw the red back in the day on tap.
Oh yeah,
but I could see more universal acceptance of this on tap. This
I
is a
would
good
probably
on-tap IPA.
Depending on where I would order this on tap. I don't think I've ever ordered the
original. Yeah, no. Original red, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, how much is that to our friends at Black Raven for consistently producing excellent beer?
Not that the old brewery
did anything wrong,
but it just fits.
We did a full flight of Black Raven, pun intended. And none of them were bad. I haven't had a bad Black Raven beer.
Oh, I had their.
Don't talk shit about them now.
No, sorry, no. That's not what I meant. I had the Dimensions, the watermelon mint,
the weird stuff. Yeah.
I had that one.
Did you like it?
It was interesting,
but you know what you're getting into.
And it's the reason why I didn't buy a full 4-pack ever.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Is it alternate dimensions?
Something like that.
It's alternate dimensions.
Tacoma Boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really great craft beer section.
Did you get some pots while you were at Tacoma Boys?
2 for 1.
Surprisingly, really good beer selection, and they have their own cans, like individuals.
Sleeper beer selection.
Yes, and it's one of those that like. It's just a little bit of a pain to get to from my house, but it's super actually close. It's just because of the Costco traffic and like some other stuff, going by the mall. Yeah. But like, and actually the problem is getting out of there. There's no easy way to get back to my direction. I gotta like, exactly.
It's quicker to go the one Tacoma off Highway 16 than to go to that one.
Yeah, so.
They owe me money.
But the one in Tacoma? Oh. But they had a mystery box.
Okay.
They have multiple boxes sitting outside of the beer cooler, and it just says $25 for a box.
We used to do that
and it was like, $30 to $40 value.
Yeah.
And I was like, there are literally tons of great beers. Tons that I'm looking at here. And I just kept looking at the dang box.
Yeah,
there could be anything in that box.
And so I bought a box. I bought like a can of something I wanted to think, and then I bought a box. And so the alternate dimensions was in there. So it was... And
It's very tasty.
yeah, I think I will...
King Citrus Crown was made out of alternate dimensions, watermelon, mint, sour.
The timing of when I drank it, I think I had it like, actually not bad, like with tacos or something for dinner, but like it really should have been like a post lawn mowing or like a...
It's a good late brunch. I like it late brunch. It's also a weekend lunch, like just after a sandwich.
Yeah, the mint was a little bit...
Yeah. It's also poolside. Yeah, that's a poolside crush.
Well, yeah, that's not winter beer.
Mm-hmm.
No, I had
that's
like
not the inside beer.
a couple weeks ago.
No.
Yes, that's the thing.
Which a couple weeks ago could have either been 70 degrees or 40 degrees and rain. Yeah. Where Washington's still deciding what it wants to do right now.
That's fine. Don't come here to vacation.
No, it's terrible. It's miserable.
No, come here vacation. Spend your money. Keep our...
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Visit as many breweries as you can.
Then go home. We will tell you which breweries to go to, depending on where you're at.
Oh,
what you like.
For sure.
There was a guy I know that was visiting from Montana, and he came for a Kraken game, and he was like, "Oh yeah," and we went to some breweries, and I was like, "Totally not." And I was like, "Tell me more. Like, which ones? What'd you do? Like, oh, did you go to this one uptown, or did you go to this one by the water? Like, what'd you like?" I think it kind of like
overwhelmed. I don't know, man. We went to the one right next to the stadium.
Yeah. I went to one. I had some Coors Light.
Yeah, no, you did.
All right. Frigid?
Or do we have something else going on first?
I don't think so. This is just a reviewer.
The way he paused like that, I wasn't sure.
Be stunned into silence and having another stroke.
This is staying in my fridge.
The 3 cans you have left?
Yeah, and I'll probably go grab another 6-pack. This, I want to be able to grab a can of this.
I think this is
At all
one,
times.
I've kind of done it now more with like some pale ales with my cutting back on IPAs, but like always having something with a little like hoppiness. Because the problem is like cutting back on IPAs, what's the most common thing you're going to get otherwise? Like stouts and dark beers. And there's only so much that I can do of that. Don't get me wrong, I love the dark beers, but like at some point...
You need that little bit of hops just to clean the palate.
Yeah, and so this actually seems like a pretty solid, like, of having that always around. Like, it is, and it's one that you can, I think, give to just about anybody, unless they are very, very, very anti-IPA.
Hops.
But, like, even, like, a summer day sitting outside, this will be kind of nice. You can have a 5.8, like, I don't know if I will, but you could at least have a few. You're getting a little bit better at that. And it's not a flavor that's there's nothing that's going to burn you out.
Mm-mm.
No. Like, maybe after 3 or 4, but, like, it's not like some of those IPAs where you're like, God, I just, like,
well, how many beers
roasted my palate.
Where you go, like, I'll have a pint of this.
Yeah.
And this is one that, it's not. Yeah. I would go back for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, easily. So
I'm not going to house it like a
light beer.
A light beer.
Yeah.
But I could definitely, if you're in the mood, or if you just get home and you're in the mood, I'll have 2 or 3. But I'm not going to have that. Like, I purposely have been crushing this one, and I'm not giving that overwhelming hopness.
yeah.
I think I've kind of talked about in the past where there's that additive effect. It goes away. I really fucking like it.
Yeah.
No, this would be a good, easy IPA go-to to have in the fridge.
It's like a grab to go to somewhere.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
like
yes.
going
Yes,
to
yes,
like a
yes.
summer like barbecue or something like that. Like this is a perfect grab a 6-pack and just roll.
Knowing that you're probably only going to have 1 or 2 because people are going to
People
take
are
some
gonna
out of
grab
yours.
it.
You're going to be stealing
Yeah.
from some of theirs, and
But let's go look can. I like the blend of the logos.
Yeah.
On there, the Black Raven and the Men's Room logo. So, cool. Any other thoughts on these ones, guys? Brian, you got to go bottoms up on that.
Yeah. Should we?
That is not.
Should we do the classic sign out? I forgot what the beginning part of it was.
I have not a clue. I listened to Ted's podcast, but I have not listened to the radio.
Sorry, guys.
Well, so how about this?
Down the hole up.
How about we end it? Our glasses. Sorry, I'm going to steal your thunder.
Go for it.
Our glasses are empty.
Almost. I'll get tricking.
Well, down the hola, bitchola.
Get you next time.
Ah! Nice. You got some gems in there.
If you've enjoyed what you just heard, make sure you subscribe to get new episodes when they drop, and don't forget to leave us a review. If you want to see what we're drinking when we're not on the pod, you can follow us on social media at @abeerreview. Feel free to send us any beer suggestions that we can make Chad go buy off his Tavor.